try to see the way the world turned what happened to me. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Doing, baby? It is Sunday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. The sun, I can't fade the music out. I'm running on my own tonight, baby. So let's see how this shit goes. Anyway, it's Sunday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. The sun is shining down here in Texas. I hope the sun was shining on you all weekend, baby. And here we go, baby. Gonna start another week. Stephanie Dean is in the room. Thank you very much. Chilling out and relaxing with her beau, I believe. Jay. Anyway, Randy Peterson is here. Woo, pig, buddy. Jan Beats is with us. Destiny Phillips is here. Dwayne Dwill. Man, I'm going to have a hard time with my mouth tonight. Dwayne Dwizzle is here. Miss Linda, a.k.a. Mary Ellen, is with us. Richard Phillips, thank you for being here. Dorothy Tyndall. My buddy Greg Talbert, buddy, I love you. Thank you for being here. Deja vu, huh, buddy? Yeah. Anyway, Sherry Puckett is here. Thank you, darling, for being here. BW Michael Johnson, thank you. Charles Stokel, all the way from Ben Salem, Pennsylvania. Brian Champagne, Mark Perkins is here. Donald Ware, Karen Van Wyck, my buddy Keith Thompson up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oorah, my friend, oorah. Let me see. Lauren McGrath is here. Sue Van 50, BW Michael Balbister. I'm sorry, Michael, I always screw it up. My mouth don't work that great. Anyway, let's jump on down here before I get carried away. Adina Michael is with us. Thank you very much. Maria Betancourt, thank you for being here. Anyway, hey, I got mail, baby. I got my Funny Times magazine, little newspaper magazine, and on the front of it, it has the notice of the mask. Notice a mask must be worn or something. It's torn half. Well, it's taped back together, baby. I love getting these from Paulette Hallbeck up in Plano, Illinois. They come every month, and it is just a source. It stays in the library, every one of them, and make for great reading. Anyway, what's going on? Well, shit, nothing going on. Ain't nothing in the news. Are you shitting me? Or are you shitting me? Yeah, there's plenty in the news, baby. Afghanistan is basically fallen. Our embassy has been evacuated. They're all at the airport now waiting to be moved out. I say we've been here before because there are some of us, and a lot of us, old enough to remember another war that at the end of it you kind of ask yourself, well, what good did that do? But that's not my main concern. My main concern starts to drift towards, I wonder when the next war is going to start. And with who? I mean, we have our picks out there. There's a lot we could pick from. But I don't know. It just seems for a majority of my life we've been at war with somebody. And war is good for business. Damn good for business. And people like to make money. but it's a very high cost. So we're going to see what happens in Afghanistan. I'm not wise enough to know, but I do know that after 20 years, we've given you the training, we've given you the weapons. It's your country. And in my opinion, just like South Vietnam, we were never going to win because it's their country. We were never going to win Afghanistan. It's their country. What are we going to do? Stay there forever? We can't do that. I think about the amount of money that could be spent on our infrastructure, on improving our society, and all the things that we could do to honor the veterans that come home from these wars, a whole lot more than we do. We could do a whole lot of money, a whole lot of things with that money. Anyway, it's a humble opinion. Not everybody agrees with me, but I don't know. At one point, you have to ask yourself, when's it ever going to fucking end? But I'm a peon, and I don't know a whole lot. But I do know that a lot of veterans, a lot of veterans feel the same way, and I'm sure a lot of Afghan war veterans are feeling the same thing. My thing's not working. Why ain't my thing working? Let me see why my thing ain't working here. Well, for one thing, I'm unmuted now. That would help everybody in the room. I'm trying to bring people in the room and it ain't working. Why is not it working? Bill Jones, are you in here? Oh, hell. Bill, you're lighting up, but I can't hear you. Okay, well, it's a good thing my tech guy... Oh, did I hear you? Bill?
Okay, how about now?
Yes, I can hear you. I thought I heard something in there. How are you doing, brother?
That was my push-to-talk button fault. I had an errant thumb that hit the wrong button.
We did away with that. You don't have to do that.
I still have the push-to-talk on my thing.
Oh. Well, see, next time you go into the room, you can take that off, I believe.
Okay, no worries. I'll do that. I had the pleasure of speaking to you today for a few minutes about non-politics. We actually got to talk about tobacco and pipes, and thank you so much for that 2 minutes.
Bill, I enjoyed it. Yes.
That was nice for a change.
Yeah. Fuck politics. We talked about pipes and tobacco and life in general, baby. Again, we solved the world's problems with just a discussion. I don't know what the fucking problem is with these people.
Anyway, there's a whole bunch of people with their hands up. I'll let you go, but I want to say one thing about the news today. Everybody's going to be up in arms, and the Republicans are going to be saying this and that.
They are.
And you mentioned something that the Republicans are going to go after. They're going to go after comparing it to Vietnam.
Yes.
Here's my 2 cents. My 2 cents is this ain't a damn thing like Vietnam. One, that lasted 20 years. Yeah. Number two, we only lost 3,400 troops. In Vietnam, we lost 60,000. Yeah. A little bit of difference, and we were there half the time.
We've gotten better surviving.
Yeah, well, and they were both political entries, both of them.
Yes.
We got into both countries via politics, so we don't need no more of that. I'm on Joe's side. Long live President Biden. I think he's doing good.
I think he's doing the right thing. Yeah, I think it's the thing that had to be done.
Don't let these. I had a bunch of that stuff at the American Legion today. Everybody bad-mouthing Biden and bringing up Afghanistan and all that. And I said, wait a minute, guys, you're on the wrong sheet of music. Get your facts together, and we can talk.
You know, amongst veterans, Bill, we're going to have a large disparity of opinions because not all veterans think alike. We have conservative veterans, Republican veterans, liberal veterans.
Well, and that's true. And we have a large amount of Iraq Afghan vets of my American Legion, and many of them aren't an old part like me. They don't remember Vietnam, so
Yeah. Well,
it was a little bit different deal. But on the other thing, we lost 60,000 troops. But think about this. Let's put things in today's.
Oh, I lost you, Bill. You let your finger off the button, buddy.
Okay.
There you go.
We lost 60,000 people in 10 years. Think about the last year and a half. We lost 600,000 people due to a virus.
Yep.
So that's the perspective.
And we need to keep that, but we don't want to lose anybody. Anyway,
Blue, I will let you all go. You have a good show. I'll listen, and you got about 12, 13 people wanting to talk, so I'll let them talk.
Well, come back in if you want,
speak
Bill.
with you today.
We'll be here.
Yep.
All right.
No worries. Love you guys a lot. See you later.
Love you too, Bill. Thank you for being here. And it's my honor to bring in somebody who knows about this kind of shit. Lone Wolf, how in the hell are you?
Well, all things considered, I'm still here.
That is the main objective, is it not?
In spite of my better efforts, I've tried to kill myself twice this year already.
Well, quit doing that shit, please, for the rest of us' sake. We worry about your ass.
I know. I worry about me, too.
Yeah. I can relate, brother. I can relate. It's the weekend, and my wife is like, I came in a little while ago. She said, "What did you hurt?" And I immediately said, "Nothing." No, there was a dead limb hanging out of the tree, and I reached up there to grab it, and at first it didn't want to come, so I give it a great big tug, and a whole big chunk of it fell out of the... Yeah, and I landed on my ass backwards about, 6 feet away, trying to dodge a big-ass limb falling on me, so...
Nobody got it on film.
Nobody got it on film. No, and it's right out of view of the security camera. God damn it, man! That could have been
viral.
That could have been, man.
Yeah.
So how's the leg? How's the leg?
It's still there. They decided
Good.
to leave it with me. They didn't want me to leave it at the hospital, so they told me to take it home.
Good. Buddy, I faced that same situation when I was younger. When a doctor came in and wanted to take my left leg off at the knee. And we had a discussion, and they decided, well, we're going to try these new antibiotic things they got going on.
Yeah.
And anyway, I'm still walking. Got a big dent in my leg, but hey, I'm walking. So, but we are so glad to have you around, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It just sounds funny. This is the first time you and I have actually spoke since we met last in San Antonio.
Really?
We've only had like 1 or 2 words in passing since
Boy,
then.
howdy shit. Ain't I a great host? Shit.
I kind of felt like an abandoned orphan, if you want to know the
man.
truth.
No, well, for one, I don't have your phone number, so I never could call you, but relied, on word coming through. You're always in my mind, buddy. You're right in front of me. You're right in front of me. Clyde keeps an open watch on us, buddy.
Well, if I'm allowed to visit in November, you'll see me again.
If I live to be that long too, we'll both hook up. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it big time, brother. I really am. I'm hoping we have a great turnout. I know we have confirmation from several Blue Dots. Miss Linda's coming. Of course, mentioned Julie Goldstein up in Pennsylvania. I think Johnny Fly's coming in. Bill's coming in from North Carolina. We got some family members coming to this. So, man, I'm just hoping that the COVID thing holds out and we can all. So y'all make sure all y'all are vaccinated. So we don't have to worry about none of y'all. So anyway, hold on. Let's get Spark in the room too.
Yeah, well, go ahead and let somebody else have the room. I just want to say hi.
Shit, no, hang around. I don't got nobody to talk to. I'll be sitting here by myself. Everybody leaves. Shit.
Oh, okay.
Don't want that. Y'all listen my ass enough. Sparky Dunk, how are you?
Sitting in a cool room, looking outside at the yucky smoke and heat.
Oh, shit.
They say it was supposed to be 114, but on my patio it's only 104.
Ah, well, what do they know? What's the?
But I can't see my mountains because the smoke is really bad.
That's bad out there, brother. That is bad. the
Oh,
fires out there.
I looked it up. There are 58,282 men and women on the Vietnam Memorial Wall.
That's a lot of people, brother. We've gotten better at war. We can do it more remotely. That's, technology has advanced. Vietnam was a different place, buddy. You couldn't
A
walk.
whole different place.
Yeah, you couldn't walk 3 feet. Out here you got desert and, you can see for miles. Doesn't mean there's not a booby trap everywhere you look, or when you come into a town, it's a different war. Vietnam was like 10 feet out the wire, you disappear. So, I don't know.
They called them bags of meat.
Bags of meat?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. It was all about the body count back then. On both sides. We had
on the news every week.
Every week, man. How many died on our side, and how many did we kill? The body count was a particular thing back then. So we haven't gotten any more civilized. I don't know. Like I say, this is the end of the war. This is great, and it's terrible at the same time. Nobody wanted to see Afghan fall the way it did, or how fast it did. But as in other places we've tried, you can take the locals and give them all the training and all the weapons you want, but unless they're willing to stand up and stay, nothing's going to change. And the minute we all saw the president of Afghanistan and his whole cabinet leave the country, well, you tell me what the fighter out there in the streets got to hang on to. His boss just left, leaving your ass in a bind. So I don't know. Let's get Steve from Georgistan. Steve, are you with us? Steve from Georgistan. Well, I can't hear you, brother. I know he's there.
Must be asleep at the switch or something.
Must be asleep at the switch. You know them guys.
He said I told him about push to talk, and then he said, "Oh well, I've got that. Figured it out."
Guess what?
We're not using it anymore.
He ain't got it figured out yet. But we'll wait for you, Steve. Don't worry about it, brother. I hope you can hear us, because I really want you to come in the room there. Oh man, there's something else I'm gonna have to get used to. Is I've got.
How about now?
I can hear you now, Steve. How the hell are you, brother?
Yeah, well, Duncan told me to select push to talk. I did that, and then it cut me off. And when I put voice activity, ta-da, here I am. I'm in.
Yeah, we got rid of the push to talk.
Okay. Duncan gave me a bum steer, man.
Well, you know that Duncan guy. Sparky, he'll lead you
You got to watch out for him.
He'll lead you
I think
astray.
he sabotaged me. He didn't want me to talk, man.
Oh, man. Well, how's your weekend, brother? How was your week? Oh, Lord, we just lost his ass.
Him.
Boy, how'd he shit.
He
bounced.
Put another quarter in the slot,
Yeah,
man.
really. Come on now. Don't be cheap. You got to put $1 in. It went up. Inflation now.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Let me see. No, that's Ben. Ben jumped in. Ben, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little disappointed with what happened in L.A. yesterday.
Okay, what happened in L.A. yesterday?
The Proud Boy clowns decided to beat some people up in L.A. yesterday.
I missed the story. I did not see it. Really?
Yep.
They're out strutting their shit around? Oh, well,
yeah,
of course they did, because they're butthurt. They're butthurt because Donnie wasn't reinstated.
Yeah, and check this out, John. Gary Blue Dot in Alabama pointed out to me that every single one of them Proud Boy clowns in L.A. yesterday is on house arrest for their involvement with January 6th, because every single one of them was there at the Capitol.
Yeah. Oh, man. Shit. Yes, sir. There's a long list of them that we have to take care of.
And a guy got stabbed during that thing. Yeah.
So it was a pretty big rumble?
It was called... One side was called Choose Freedom, March Against Medical Tyranny. And the other side of it was No Safe Space for Fascists, Rally on the Left.
No.
All right, I'm not touching another button. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I do, TW. I mean, Steve, I'm sorry. No, I just punched TW into the room, and TW is now with us.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I pressed the wrong button and bounced myself out of the room, but I'm not touching anything else.
That's the advice that I get all the time. Don't touch.
If I walked on anybody, don't touch that red button.
Yeah,
I apologize for
Travis
this person.
Maybe over on this screen over here, behind this window that's open now, there's a bunch of icons right up here, and those are the buttons I'm allowed to touch that open everything up and start everything. That's
Travis,
what I'm allowed. Everything else on the don't touch. Anything else?
Well, Uncle John, bring me in when you want to. I didn't mean to blur it in like that.
No, brother. Anytime. This is an open. That's the way we prefer it. I prefer it anyway. I like it an open conversation.
I just wanted to make a point. May I do that now, or would you prefer I wait?
No, go ahead. No, make a point.
This is what is really cheesing me off, man. What really grinds my gears. This has been Afghanistan non-stop since Friday, all over the morning shows, even CNN, MSNBC. They're not on their side, brother.
No,
they're not on.
They are really. It's the news du jour. It's what they're going to sell. It's what their advertisers want. They want the viewers out there, everybody, because they pump it, and there is a cost to it.
Yep.
There is
Jake Tapper was beating the hell out of somebody he was talking to.
Blinken, I think. Was it?
Yep,
Blinken
just beating the hell out of him today.
Yeah.
I'm a statistician, well, an armchair statistician, and I ran some numbers just to put all this in perspective.
Right.
Now, God forbid, one serviceman lost. That's one too many. That's a given. Before I even throw these numbers out, let's just wrap our head around this. Number of U.S. servicemen, and now I'm not talking about independent contractors or Afghanistan. I'm talking about the troops, is what these right-wing shitheads, they're all up, they're all about the troops, correct? We have lost 2,448 men, and please double-check me on these stats, because I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm just armchairing it since the Afghani war started. That's just servicemen. That doesn't count independent contractors or anything else, or Afghanis. And like I said, God forbid, one is too many. Do you know how many people we've lost in COVID in the last 2 weeks?
Oh, Lord.
From COVID-19?
It outdoes that number. In the last 2 weeks?
Yes, sir. In August, in 2 weeks. In August, it's the 15th. So since yesterday, and I ran this, over 7,000. Uncle John, what's the real fucking story here, man?
The real story, Steve, is this, and somebody said it long ago, so I'm not taking credit for words of wisdom. One death is heartbreaking.
It's horrible, and I'm not minimizing it.
Is a statistic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The one death, if it affects you, if it's around your house, if it's somebody near you, it's going to affect you.
Right.
But when we live in a society that we look at the big number and it's a statistic, it's the big number. It's not. These are American souls that have lost during this war,
7,000.
which at this point is a war against ignorance.
500.
Right now, we're at the point in this war, the COVID war, that we're battling ignorance. That's what we're battling. And I don't know how they don't make a vaccine for ignorance. I wish they did.
Vice News got a good video of two ignorant ladies in Arkansas hospital talking to them.
That's
one of the.
Go ahead.
One of them just had a kid. She's not suffering. She's got the COVID, but she's asymptomatic. But she hasn't seen her baby yet. They took it away from her, and they asked her, "Are you going to get vaccinated?" And she starts talking about, "Well, I don't know. I heard it changes your DNA and this and that." And I just went, "Oh man!" And then the next gal who's recovering from COVID, she goes, "Well, I don't know if I'll get vaccinated or not. They have to do some more studying on it."
I'm sorry.
I felt like wishing somebody needs to slap them.
No shit. That's what does it take at this point? Every day in the news you see stories of people in the hospital. Our hospitals are being overrun. They're building tents outside of hospitals down here in Texas and Arkansas and Louisiana and Florida. And yet we still have an ever-ending supply of people who just quite haven't figured it out yet. And it's heartbreaking and it's embarrassing for a country. You know, what do we do? What do we do? Try to
like I
convince them?
said, you can't fix stupid.
No.
They need a sign out there or a bumper sticker that basically says, "Can't fix stupid."
They need a bumper sticker out there that says COVID fixes stupid permanently. It does. Yeah, it cures that stupidity part real quick. You go in the damn hospital, those people are all filled up in the IC room. Yes.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
But
sad.
What bowls me over is the media, even the so-called liberal media, the ones on their side, they can't wait to take a shot at Joe Biden. They can't wait. And you give them any end, they're going to hammer it, man.
It is sad. It is sad, but that's what they're going to do because fair and balanced, or whatever you want to call it, they say. I saw Tony Blinken. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Jake Tapper. Maybe it was somebody else.
I think it was Tapper, just beating the hell out of him.
The hell out of him,
morning.
yeah. About, Biden said that this wouldn't happen, and it happened. Well, okay, we expected the Afghans to stand up a little bit more than they did. And in reality, they didn't stand up at all. And that's the disappointing part of this. That's how come that's the biggest reason we have to pull out. We have to get the fuck out because it's just us. And how many times have we seen friendly fire, man? Green on blue. That has happened too many times. Our soldiers are still in danger every damn day. And for what is the objective
how I got
here?
Shot.
Yeah.
I got shot by a friendly fire foreign national.
There you go. There you go. Bless your heart, buddy.
In 20 years, if we can't teach these folks how to stand on their own 2 feet,
we can teach you to fly an airplane.
Right.
We can teach you to aim a weapon, but we can't teach you what they have. Okay, we can't teach them as Americans to band together and be Americans, and we're having a hard time of doing that nowadays. I give credit there. But as a whole, as a nation, we normally rally around each other and we become patriotic to our country. You can't teach that to somebody else because they already have it. The Taliban feel like this is our country. This is my land. This is my shit I'm fighting for. And you can't beat that. They're patriotic to their cause.
Uncle John,
same way in Vietnam.
I can draw you a map to the barn, okay? To show you how to get there, but it's up to you to drive your tractor there, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to put it in such simplistic forms, but that's what it is.
In
20 years we've been spinning these wheels.
You can't, the only other answer to that is that we stay there another 20 years or to eternity and we just live there forever. And men and women that serve in our forces will be dying all that time.
Yeah, and you know what, John? It's like the old saying goes: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
You can't make it. Yeah, these people have to stand up on their own. It is heartbreaking to watch what is happening, and what's going to happen in the near future. Let me click that button right there. In the near future. We're going to see stories coming out of Afghanistan that are going to break your heart with women and children. You know the way the Taliban treat them. So yeah, we're going to see heartbreaking stories coming out of there, and this is going to last for a while. And to Steve's point, the news is going to try to remind you every day to make you feel as guilty as we fucking can here. But there is no fucking answer, and I want to remind everybody, I didn't hear, and Mike Pompeo's out there running his freaking mouth right now. I did not hear Mike Pompeo or anything when Donnie was up there negotiating with the Taliban to withdraw by May of this year.
Hey, John, you know what, real quick, back to these whole anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers.
Right.
Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz are now recommending to their base that they get vaccinated. Well, I'm sorry, but it's a little too late there, buddy. And don't they realize that their base is killing themselves and they're risking their chances of getting reelected?
The only
What are they
thing
going to do when their base is dead?
the only thing the Republicans are realizing is the fact that they hooked onto a freaking albatross around their neck, and it's going to be sink or swim for them pretty soon. We can see it with Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott here, how the people of Texas went to court. School districts went to court. Municipalities went to court. And, when Governor Abbott come out and said, well, no mask mandates. Well, the school up in Dallas said, well, wait a minute, it's getting bad up here. We want our kids masked. So kiss my ass. They go to court and they win. And it diminishes Greg Abbott. And the same thing's happening in Florida. Except Florida, he's even threatening to cut off teachers' pay. And that went to court and he lost.
Well, I figure like this, John, if enough of their base dies before the next election, it ain't gonna matter how much they gerrymander, we're still gonna win.
That's what is so out of this world crazy shit is the people that are unvaccinated. It's already been proven that most of them fall into the political realm of Republican and Trump supporters. And those are the people that are dying. And you're right, Ben. You think they would come to their, hey, we're killing our own voters. But don't worry, they have another plan. And it's voter legislation in all the states, including Texas, who just passed their anti-voting law. And Ted Cruz has already come out and made it very clear there is going to be no bipartisanship on the For the People Act. There's not going to be a single Republican vote for it because it gives the federal government control of elections. And so where are we at? Texas and other states have passed all these laws to restrict voting, and we're trying to get something through the Senate that to mandate that certain conditions be met in every state, which is what laws have done before. That's what the Voting Rights Act did. It affected all the states equally, that you had to have a fair playing field.
And who does Ted Cruz think he is? Because you know what? Over 70% of this country wants the Voting Rights Act passed.
Tough shit. They're going to filibuster. You got to get 60 votes.
Oh, that's okay. Like we said, you can't fix stupid.
We can't keep this bullshit up with the filibuster. Either we get rid of it totally, or we go back to the original way. You stand up there and talk. When you get done talking, we vote. It's what just happened here in Texas with this voting law. Democratic.
They've got to realize that too, right, John? They've got to realize too, if they don't have a base, they're not going to get voted back in. I mean, like Ben said, they're not going to get voted in. It's going to be Democrats win. Then what are they going to do? Think, wow, we're going to have to go out there and make a new base. Let's see, everybody.
That's going to be harder to do. The census just came out. Their base.
What are they going to think? They think that these kids are going to grow up and say, I'm a Republican, but I'm not going to vote for that idiot because he killed my daddy.
Yeah. The only answer to any of this shit is always the same thing. Us. It is only when the American people come together, band together, to make their voices heard, is the only time we have major shift in this country. I look back at my life during the 60s and 70s when there were protests so large for against the war or for environmental reasons, and things changed. We got out of the war. We drew down. We got out. We came up with the EPA. We came up with good laws, environmental laws, financial laws to protect people. And then somewhere along the way, we became corporate America. And now's the time. Yep. Now's the time for us to change it. Go ahead.
There's too much dark money in politics, and until we get rid of dark money in politics, we're going to still have these problems.
And that relies on getting rid of Citizens United.
Yep.
And that takes the Supreme Court, and right now with a 6-3 court. You know, right now when you turn around and when you look, it's like you say, well, we're fucked. We're screwed. And this is on purpose, because how come this doesn't affect the other side the way it seems to affect us? And you know, when Turtle Man, Mitch McConnell carved out Supreme Court nominees out of the filibuster. I mean, you can't filibuster a Supreme Court nominee. They got 3. All right? And I've said this before. The Republicans, they don't give a shit about anything that we filibuster against. The Republicans are only interested in tax cuts for the wealthy, making sure that defense contractors make a whole lot of money, and that there's a whole lot of money to throw around Washington and whatnot. They don't much give a shit about you filibustering this law or that law, because those laws don't affect them. It's only our issues that we are passionate about, that we want to see for the People Act, for the George Floyd equal rights and voting, the voting law. We can't get those through because they don't give a shit about it. It helps them not to.
Hey, John.
Hello, Johnny Fly. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Listen, I just wanted to mention here, you mentioned the census, and that I saw that a large part of the country now is more diversified. It's not mostly whites anymore. Yeah. It's more diversity, blacks, I guess, Asians, whatever.
Right.
But they said, even though that's the truth, even though that's what happened, the Republicans will probably still get in anyway in key offices because of the gerrymandering and redistricting.
Yeah. That's what's fixing to happen. You're going to hear that word a lot here soon.
Oh, yeah, well, all the more. That's why we have to go out and vote.
Yes.
And that's if they have people alive enough to go vote, because, they're a little, what is that thing, a little too late? They're telling all these people, go get your COVID shot. Well, it's a little too late on some of these things.
Yeah. You
can't go get it when you're already in the hospital.
They might be putting out a public service, but don't go get the vaccine. We need your ass to vote. Democrats are getting out and getting the vaccine because we have common sense. And not only that, we're more patriotic and we're more concerned about our society than a Republican Party that has been nothing but all about me and my freedom and all this shit. No, I like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fuck your freedom. Screw your freedom. When you think freedom is that free, that there is no responsibility about it. There's no conditions on you to be a good citizen. It's just all about my rights, my freedom, my Second Amendment, my first right. It's fuck you.
It sounds like somebody we had 4 years ago.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't 4 years ago, but we put up with him 4 years.
You know what it is, John? It's the Republican Party of today wants to bring the society that Hitler was trying to bring to Nazi Germany in World War II. That's what they want to move.
He's using the same tactics. A nationalist view of do it for your country and kick out all these people that aren't like you. Anyway, let me thank Jeremy McDonald, who came in with a $5 donation. Jeremy, thank you very much, brother. The demographics have changed in this country. It is more diverse, and that is a good thing.
One thing that I think Ted Cruz is wrong about, though, if we can get as many Republicans in the Senate to come over on our side and vote for the infrastructure bill and be bipartisan on that, like we did, I think eventually we're going to get the Voting Rights Act passed.
If we can get our side right now to in the House to come together, we could get the 1.2 trillion that's already been through the Senate. All that has to do is reconcile with the House. It can go to Biden and for signature. But there are people in our party in the House that are saying they don't want to vote for that until the $3.5 trillion package that is going to go through reconciliation is done. They're playing a game, and I really don't like it. We got the 1.2. Let's take it, and then, let's pass through reconciliation the 3.5 trillion. The only problem there is that we have holdouts like Joe Manchin who aren't going to go for it. And let me thank Steve from Georgia Stan. Steve, thank you very much, brother. Sent in $15. Thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, my friend. Thank you for all your hard work.
It's a labor of love, my friend.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that over on Robin's show on Friday. Had a good show.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
That was good. Always.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you here, Steve.
Well, thanks. It's good to be here. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of cross-pollination.
Frustrating. It's so frustrating to absorb all this bullshit.
Well, that's why really, it is. It's hard to deal with all of this shit, especially if you're like me and you pay attention to the news and you become accustomed to it damn near. We're all concerned, and I like to think that this show and people like Robin and others give a voice, a place for people to use their voice. The Tim Cormall show does it. Robin's show. All you have to do is click in and you're in the show. It's a place where people can go to talk amongst themselves and to voice their opinion. Because there aren't very many, I go on Robin's show and talk about this sometimes because I really do. It's important that people like Robin Kincaid in West Virginia has her voice on the air, pushing a more progressive voice. I like to think my voice down here in South Texas does something. It's the rural part of the country in places where a lot of people think, well, no, that's just all red. Them Texas down there, them guys, cowboy hats and gun racks. And I don't have a gun rack anymore. Took it down. I still got the hat though. But we're not all rednecks. We're not all right-wing nut jobs. That is true here, and it is true in West Virginia. It is true in Arkansas and Missouri. It is true everywhere we go. So when you look at those red states, just keep in mind there's voices out there, baby, and we need to see more of them because it drives the national narrative. It gives a place for people to get their voice heard. And that's what we're doing here. So y'all go ahead and voice your concerns there. Crickets. Look at you.
I'm convinced that if we had enough capital, and that's the whole key, we could make a terrestrial, liberal, progressive talk show, a 24/7 work.
Yes.
12 hours of programming and just repeat the 12 from midnight to, or whatever, or midnight to 8. But the talent is there. It's already there. We have it already.
We don't have a national progressive.
We don't have.
Well,
we don't have a platform.
They do. Well, we do. They do on satellite radio. They have the progressive channel on there.
I'm talking coast to coast, Uncle John. Just like when you're on a road trip and you're flipping through the dial.
Yeah.
One of the options next to Hannity, you should be able to tune into a show like yours or Randy Rhodes or and somebody else doing God's work, and the talent is there and the demand is there.
Yeah, but the money isn't.
The money isn't, and there's I think it's more sinister than that. I think somebody has got their foot on their neck.
I
really do. I think the Koch brothers or somebody.
Oh yeah. Oh,
there's money. There is money to be made in progressive radio. It's just we haven't gone about it the right way. Air America was a disaster right out of the box.
It didn't go too well. But
somebody with business savvy could make it work. I'm convinced.
Bill Jones is saying the Progressive Podcast Network, which I'm not familiar with. I'd have to check that out myself. I have been wanting to go to a podcast also. I'd like to go that direction, but hey, I'm technically challenged when it comes to some of this shit. But
me too. It took me 10 minutes to even get in the room.
I know
People were trying to help me,
I know. Shit, no. Like I say, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens in front of me. There's 2 windows on that one. And,
oh,
and
yeah.
It's it's
tough.
once you get it set.
John, you can only blame me for 2 of those screens. I don't know where you got the rest of them.
No, wait, 3 on your ass. Wait. Am I right? Yeah, it's 3.
I got 3 of them.
You got 3 of them up here, Lone Wolf. And they're all controlled by this mouse and this keyboard. And this mouse and this keyboard control these 2 over here. So I have to have 2 separate systems running here. Oh no, Lone Wolf. This baby is still all about you, baby. This, if it wasn't for that
you want
computer,
me to control it from here?
You can if you would. If I wouldn't,
I would if you want me to.
Yeah, it's gonna get tricky. I think I could handle it. Because like I say, right now I got it going. I only had one little problem. I had to call. He's in the other room, but he's gonna be gone for a little bit, and so I got to make sure I'm able to handle it by myself. Mm-hmm. And
a producer would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody to handle all this technical bullshit.
A shout out to Sparky Dunk for doing exactly that over there on the hollow tree.
Yeah.
I don't do that much, Clint.
We've got it together now.
You bring it together, Spark. You bring it together.
Yep.
And that's what it takes. It just takes a house to meet in. That's all. And if you build your house, people come over and visit with you and stuff.
Yeah,
and that's what we have here.
John, someone can even help you guys remotely with the show, and I volunteered to Travis to do that.
And you'd have to talk to Travis about that because I wouldn't know even how to do that. I know things like that can be done, though. I mean, I'm not ignorant. Hell, somebody can grab hold of my mouse and start moving it right now if they're smart enough.
Hey, John, my cousin.
Yeah,
my cousin did that to me the one time. My cousin did that to me the one time, John.
Right.
He was telling me,
nice guy.
I could get in. Yeah, well, he was kidding me the one time. He said, he's like to get into your computer. I said, yeah, right, you're full of shit. Well, here he didn't do it. He's very good. He never went to school for it either. He got in there. He's moving my mouse all around. He's
Johnny Flash.
Changing things. Yeah.
I can get into your computer. All I need is
I
a small hammer and a little chisel. I'll get in that sucker. That's the way I want me to get in your computer. Hell yeah, I can get in there. Give me a hammer.
I
can get in there.
IP address, homeboy.
No. Yeah, that's it. It's all about the IP address.
That's right. That's all I need.
Yeah,
that's it. That's what he did. He used my IP address.
Your IP address is tied to everything that you do on the internet. That's how come sometimes when you have a program that you're running and something happens and you crash it and you want to just download it again or something, it's wait a minute, your IP address already has that or something. Or they don't tell you that, but that's why they know. That's how come VPNs are so popular.
Yeah.
Because it changes your IP address, so you could be anywhere in the world.
That's for video pirates and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good program to have, I'm sure. By the way, I heard you on the front porch on Friday.
Oh, was you in there?
Yeah, I was in there.
Bill Jones heard it too. I talked to Bill earlier on the phone today, and he said he had tuned in on Friday. And,
I hope he comes in. I told him, I said, you'd be an excellent asset for his show.
Yeah, he's thinking about. I told him, all you got to do is go to the horn.com. Or what is it?
No, you got to write this down, John.
I know it.
The horn.live.
Headon.live.
Headon.live.
There it is.
Headon.live.
Right.
I know it's Head On Radio Network. That's what.
Well,
it's a network, but it's Head On.
Yeah, Head On. Yeah.
Well, you can go in, and even if you looked up the Horn Network, I'm sure they have a link on there when you do that, right there. Yeah.
Yeah. And Robin's getting ready for a horn in that they're going to have up there in West Virginia. He lives near the that gorge where everybody jumps, Royal Gorge. Is that what they call it?
No, I can't remember exactly what they call it.
Yeah, it's where they jump off.
It's kind of like a little gorge type thing, yeah.
Oh, it's not little. It's deep. That's where everybody goes for Bridge Day when they allow them to jump off the bridge with their parachutes. One weekend a year. Because sometimes they can't stop them. you know.
Yeah, I think he got a kick out of it because we were talking about. I said, I have family members out that way too, and she goes, really? And I said, yeah, it's usually when you have to take your shoes off to count.
Yeah. Somebody, Robin said having trouble with the ciphering with the digits. I said, why did you lose a toe?
It's the New River Gorge Bridge.
That's what it is, the New River Gorge Bridge. Kind of place where, you know, if you hear banjos, paddle faster. Isn't that what they...
Or if you hear somebody going, smack.
Yep.
Whoops, we made the rope too long.
Shit.
Where the men are men and the sheep are afraid, right?
Yeah, the men are men and sheep are very nervous. Come here, boy, we'll make you squeal like a pig or some
I shouldn't
shit
have went
like
there. Here we are, half hour into the program.
Yep, goes downhill. There you go. We're talking.
Where can you find fine entertainment just like this?
There goes, man. I'm telling you, conversation can go anywhere.
You know what?
What's that?
That was John's line.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, I thought that was you. Who said something?
No, that was Ben.
Ben.
I was just thinking, Steve's got a good idea. And
Right.
if we all got together, enough of us, and did a small investment, we can make a national liberal radio network going.
Well, it's what needs to happen to answer the right wing nut job society out there, because you could find a right wing nut job in every major city you go to. There are right wing radio stations,
All
selling
by
the
design.
Kool-Aid, baby. Yeah.
It's all owned by Clear Channel, which is all owned by iHeartRadio now, and it would take a hell of a lot of capital, and you would have to, the bureaucratic red tape would be just astronomical, but it could be done.
It could be done.
But
it has to be a combined effort of a lot of people.
Got $1 billion just laying around?
Yeah. That you're not wasting going to space or some shit.
Duncan's not joking.
Yeah, John's got it buried under his house.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. John needs a shovel. David Robertson, are you with us, man? How are you doing, badass?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good. And Sally?
She's doing fine.
Good. Glad to see you. Yeah, are we gonna see you come November?
I don't know yet. We'll have to see.
I hope so.
We'll have to see. I can't commit yet.
Yeah, no, I know. We don't know what's going to happen next week, much less in November.
Tomorrow.
Right.
For that matter.
I'm still working on waking up every morning, so.
Yeah, it seems to be working.
Yeah.
I came in later on the conversation about Afghanistan, but I was reading back through the comments and what Bernadette had to say. I couldn't agree with her more. This is an absolute cluster.
Clusterfuck.
Yeah, absolutely. We should have been better prepared. I mean, I was listening to the State Department the other day, and they were saying, we're withdrawing our troops, but we're going to leave a small group behind at the embassy. And it's like, well,
right.
Who's going to be guarding those?
Come on, we've been in Germany, we've been France, and we're still there, and it's getting ridiculous. It's like, come on, these people have been fighting for 5,000-6,000 years, and they're going to still fight. It doesn't matter if we do anything.
Yep, it's not going to change.
They have an effective strategy, and it's old as time itself. They hunker down, and time is on their side.
It's their country. It's their country.
Have there been any shots fired? Any shots fired since we got there? I haven't listened to the news in hours.
I know the embassy has been evacuated. Everybody is at the airport, and
the flag has been taken down.
Yeah, Taliban doesn't need to fire a shot.
No, they don't. But I think they're concerned because they just sent in another 1,000 troops to secure the perimeter around the airport.
Right.
So
the bad thing about it is we're going to leave all that, that stuff there, all them Chevy pickups and Ford pickups. They ain't going to get them started, and then they're going to be bitching at us. Hey, we need parts. You know.
Yeah. They love white Toyotas there. They love those white Toyotas.
No shit. Well, now it seems they have a whole lot of Humvees and whatnot. I've seen just Kagan's wrote, but Germany, France, Italy, and Korea are not failed states. That's true. That's why we still maintain a presence. That they have a, we're part of a NATO allowance. We're part of.
We don't have any bases in France.
Yeah, none in France. Yeah, we have them in Germany, Italy, Spain. Well, Brussels is the headquarters of NATO.
NATO.
Yeah. So, but we still have our hands in a lot of places. That's what I mean. I can see the end of this war and how it's going to play out, and it's not going to be pretty.
No.
But I'm looking at I really do. I look at our history and go, well, how long until the next war? How long before we get involved in another incident that is going to put us at war? I just.
I think at least a few of them out there.
Yeah, at least we have someone in the office who's not willing to push the button right away.
Yeah, I don't think Biden is going to be in a hurry to get in any war. But I worry about the overall military-industrial complexes, as it was put. If you look at it, if you look at how many wars we've been in, if you look at the defense budget, most of our GDP is spent on the military.
Yeah. What did this war cost in 20 years?
Oh Lord!
They put a price tag on it.
I think they said $1 trillion. I think $1 trillion, and yeah, I'm surprised it's not more.
That's including Iraq.
Is that including Iraq?
Yeah.
Wow, that's less than I thought.
Look at how the world has changed since 2001. Since 9/11, it's true. The world changed, and it's never going back to what it was before. Now we're going to have to face the realization that once Afghanistan is back complete in control of Taliban hands, it's going to be the same place it was when Al Qaeda formed and Osama bin Laden.
You mean 1000 BC?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Right back to the beginning,
John,
Dave.
Well, John, what it's going to mean is not only now do we have to worry about domestic terrorism, okay?
Yeah.
We're also going to have to worry about the international terrorism again. If they start building up and allow terrorists to get in there and have training camps, guess what? We could have an outside attack as well as an inside attack.
And don't think for a minute that there are those out there in the world that would do exactly that, because there is.
Oh,
there
yeah.
is. And the world is not a nice place. It's so sad. Huh? Go ahead.
The cost is $2 trillion. By 2050, with interest, you're looking at $6.5 trillion.
Boy,
so there's that.
I'd say that'd pay for that human infrastructure plan myself.
Yeah, I think that would give us.
I saw today a blurb today, and somebody comes up and asks you, "How do we pay for the infrastructure?" You say, "Stop all these endless wars."
Yeah, that'd be a damn good place, because that's where most of our money goes. That's where all of it goes, and so much of it, so much of it is grift. So much of it is siphoned off that it is unbelievable how easy it is for defense contractors to pad their tickets, and it's a money machine. It's an ATM, baby. If you get the golden ticket, the golden ticket in defense contracting is to become a sole source provider. That's when the Defense Department says we want to buy this widget, but the only person that we trust buying this widget from is this one company. That's it. That company is set, it's got a golden ticket, baby. It's set for life. There's no competition, no anything for it. And it doesn't just happen with classified systems. It happens with a lot of shit. It's almost like it's a game. For the people that know how to play it, and basically it is. Diana Mallory, thank you very much. Bequeather of the Gone came in with $5 and said, we have an ongoing war from within in the USA. Sad but true. That's true. That's what we just said a minute ago. We not only have to worry about terrorists from the outside, we actually have to worry about domestic terrorism within our own country, thanks to the last dick that was in office.
And you know what, John? The thing is now, the Republicans are gonna start their shit, and they're gonna probably use in their campaign. Oh, look how Biden fucked everything up, boy. Foreign policy. Now, this is just my opinion, John. I don't know how you want to take it, but
go ahead.
Traditionally, from what I've seen in the past, as far as the Democratic foreign policy hasn't really been up to par. Now, their domestic policy is good, but their foreign policy is not the best that it could be. Now, with the Republicans, it's just the opposite. Their foreign policy is good, but their domestic policies are shitty. Do you agree with that?
To a degree. In the last administration, the foreign policy was more centered around Russia, Turkey, North Korea, the people people that Donnie liked.
The foreign policy of Donnie was basically, I like all the Attacats, and you guys can piss off. But he pissed off a lot of our foreign dignitaries.
The last 4 years.
Now we have to rebuild that under Biden.
Yeah, we have to rebuild everything. But as you just said, I'm proud of the domestic policy that he has progressed here in this country. He is doing a bang-up job. We need to do more. As far as foreign policy, I think he's doing the right thing here. It has to be done. Yeah. It's like pulling a freaking tooth. It's got to come out. It's going to do nothing but hurt and cost you money. It's got to come out. You know
what, John? They said that Trump was wanting to pull them all out too. Now, I don't know. I'm sure his plan was worse than what Biden is. Biden has an objective. Everything that the President Biden does is a hell of a lot better than Trump ever did. Ever.
Trump had an objective. He wanted to know how much money it would cost that he could get if he pulled all these people out.
Yeah.
That was his objective.
That's probably it. Yeah. By the way, John, I just wanted to let you know, SC has his hand up.
Oh, see,
I just want to let you know, SC. Do you have enough room to have somebody in? If not, I can pull out.
No, I don't know, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. No, y'all hang around. Let me catch up real quick. Michael James came in with $5 and said, "Thank you, my Blue Dot crush Diana Mallory, for the birthday shout out a few days ago." Michael James, cool you, brother. I appreciate the donation, but I appreciate it more. It's called Diana out. I appreciate that tremendously. And Catman56, my buddy Keith, came in with $5 and said, there are progressive shows. Thom Hartman, Stephanie Miller, a.k.a. Mama. We Blue Dots should push for a John Berneveau show nationwide. Oh, wait a minute. That slipped. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate it.
Well, I've got you in this equation. Absolutely.
I agree.
Y'all. I don't know.
You could do it.
Of course you
doing
could.
it isn't the problem, because if you're sitting in a room like this and there ain't nobody here, I'm talking. I got.
We're all here.
Yeah, y'all are here. That's it. So it doesn't matter where you are. It's
the time slots are already there, Uncle John. You got Stephanie for the morning show. You got Thom Hartman for the afternoon, Randy Rhodes, and then you can fill in the blanks after that.
Oh, shit. I wish they'd call me.
It's already there, man.
Yeah. I think there's probably better people than I, but I do.
No, you're in this.
I like Thom Hartman, and I love Stephanie Miller. Stephanie Miller.
You're already going on Facebook. You're already going out on YouTube. All you have to do is just say, we're going live on the YouTube or the Facebook. You don't have to
he's on both. You're on Facebook and you're on Facebook and YouTube.
I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter right now. For Twitter, it's on Periscope. So we've got a good reach here, and it's
Yeah.
and it's
don't really have a
worldwide, baby.
podcast. You just need to do it this way. So there you go.
Well, biggest way we can make it grow is for every one of you to share this shit. As my buddy Biker Wisdom Leo Sahaki says, share this shit. Share it around, and that's how this family grows. It grows by the conversation that's in. Right now, everybody's saying happy birthday to Michael James, which I didn't know it was your birthday, brother, so happy birthday from me, too. Michael, thank you very much. But that it's this conversation that goes on that thrills me more than anything else. Let me see something here. Ed Beatty?
Yeah.
All right. See, I got you in here. How are you doing?
Good. I'm well. I just saw the image of the helicopter leaving the embassy of Kabul, and it was sort of deja vu for Vietnam, Saigon.
That's exactly what.
We're better off. We're better off because this has turned into the modern day Vietnam War.
When I saw that photograph, and anybody that saw that photograph knew exactly what that vision put in your head. And that's the power of the media, baby. They wanted that photograph.
I've seen the pictures and everything of Vietnam. And of course, one they did, but however, there was missing. When in Vietnam, at the end of Vietnam, they pushed one of the Bell helicopters into the sea from the aircraft carrier.
Buddy, they pushed more than one. They were dumping them in the ocean. There was no place to put them.
Make room for people.
Yeah. People had to get off. There's no place for that plane, that bird that just landed.
John?
Push it off the deck. It ain't going nowhere.
John, I don't think we should go nuclear in Afghanistan, but I know he's a jackass. I do agree with Mike Pompeo on one thing. We should be fighting from the air in Afghanistan.
Well, the problem with that is you can't do it all by air. Yeah, there's only so much you can do from the air. There's so much you can do from bombarding. Nuclear is no. We don't ever want to go nuclear. Let me see. Did we ever get SC in here?
Yes, we did.
I'm here.
Well, there you go,
here.
SC. I don't see your.
I hit the wrong button, and it kicked me out. But I'm here. I got it now. Under control.
And Jeremy, did we get you in here?
See, I did the same damn thing.
Yeah, I was going to say Leo had his hand raised too, but I guess he's gone now. So.
I didn't see Leo at all. I didn't. Leo Sahaki? I did not see him. I did not see him at all.
In terms of air power, then it would be nice if we could do that. You need ground spotters and point lasers and shit towards direct targets.
Coordinates and all that.
See, we got 9 people in here right now.
Yeah.
TW bailed though. No, I did not see Leo Sahaki in there. I would have brought him in here. Yeah, Leo, if you're still out there, jump back in the room, brother.
Yeah, if somebody else has their hand up, it's hard to tell.
There's nobody else there. TW is the only one over there right now.
It looks like a robot of some sort.
TW, he's got his hand. It's TW.
Yeah, a big egg or something. Yeah, I see it.
TW. Do you need me to leave, Don? I can leave.
I'm trying to see. I don't see anybody else but TW with their hand raised. And he may have got bumped. Or
there's only one that has their hand raised.
TW is now in the room, aren't you?
I got bounced.
Oh, you got bounced.
Okay, yeah.
I had a thought in my head I did that, but I didn't want to trust myself. Oh, man, really? See,
watch those buttons,
that right there. Diana Mallory came in to remind me that Squirrel, John, you and Travis sang happy birthday to Michael James a few days ago. But that's okay. You can never have enough birthday wishes. That's true, but I do remember. Thank you, Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong and secret squirrels, and to point out my ignorance. Thank you.
Steve's got his hand up.
I thought Steve was in here.
Well, he got bounced.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Velda and Steve.
Okay. Let me see if that works again. I pushed the button, but there's a slight delay before there's
Velda.
Velda.
There she is.
And there's Steve.
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you, Velda?
I'm good.
Good.
Hi, Velda.
Mother, now we got everybody in the room. I think.
Yeah, there's a
Try to be on the roof today, John. But I was 42. I turned 42 Thursday. I was going to be on your show, but unfortunately it was too late.
Well, happy birthday, Ed.
I think that was Michael James' birthday Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
The
Should have
day
been here, man.
before
We would have
the
sung happy
so-called
birthday to you.
reinstatement. No,
Happy
it's
birthday.
fine.
Elated happy
Yeah,
The
birthday.
Secret Squirrel's a band of ninjas, Dizzy
Yeah,
Duke
happy
wants to know.
birthday.
There are only
Thanks.
a limited number of blue dots who even know what I mean when I say the Secret Squirrel. I just... Yeah, and listen to them laughing. Listen to you. There's some of them you
And
can
I'm
hear
still
laughing.
pissed off.
Reinstatement.
What are you pissed off about, Lone Wolf?
I didn't get no secret squirrel.
You ain't getting no Secret Squirrel? Well, damn, did you hear that, Diane Mallory? I think the wheels are already turning.
I don't think so.
You never know. You never
Yeah.
know. You know.
Yeah, I've been taunted by photographs, and I still not see nothing in the mail. So no.
Taunted
I don't
by a
believe it'll
photograph.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, she had some whole secret squirrel in a jar and took a picture of it. Her standing there holding it. Wish you were here.
And you said, I wish I was too.
No, I called her an ugly name.
Listen, hey, Lone Wolf, you want to really hear something piss you off? Sparky Dunk has delivery.
Oh, really?
Sparky Dunk can call to the dispensary and they'll send a
Dollar
driver like Uber Pot. It's like Uber Pot. You want some pot?
I don't call.
Like calling Domino's, man.
Get it right, John.
Well, all right.
I go online.
He goes online.
I pick out what I want.
Picks out what he wants.
And then I order it.
And they deliver it.
And then I get a text that tells me when my driver will deliver it.
That just sucks.
You're in California, right?
That's the life.
Correct.
Hey, John, think about it. You got that, and then you got DoorDash. Basically, you don't have to leave your house for munchies either.
No.
That's right.
No.
I thought California was good. I think Washington State has it beat.
Washington State is, yeah. You pick one on the West Coast. Washington, Oregon, California.
California.
Yeah, pick one.
Well, you know, that's kind of how Prohibition unwound. It didn't all happen at one time. Everybody slowly got on board. It'll happen. Maybe not in their lifetime, Uncle John. Maybe not in their time, Uncle John, but it's going to happen.
Oh, yes, every state in the union will eventually legalize pot for recreational and medicinal use.
And you know why, don't you?
Money. That's it.
Absolutely, brother. That's it.
Yeah.
It all comes down
when
to
it was somebody not on Wall Street making the money, it was illegal. You let Wall Street in there, and boy, howdy shit.
Well, I tell you what gets me is they ain't legalized pot in Florida, but you can go and get you a drink and take it home with you.
You can drive through. You can drive through and get a drink. Yeah, not a problem. Go knock yourself out. Yeah.
John, just make sure that when you're smoking pot or whatever,
I never
don't try to fly a plane. Okay. And you said that with
Are
a
you
straight
saying
face, right, John?
don't get high when you're getting high? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, something along those lines. Because well, I know when you're drunk, and this is the truth. My flight instructor told me this. He said, if you drink before you fly, the higher up you go, the drunker you get.
That's true.
I've heard that.
That is true. Alcohol, as you get up to higher altitude.
So what does pot do then? Does it do the same thing if you're going higher?
Well, I must admit, I've never smoked pot on the plane.
I did.
As far as getting high right before I got on the plane, yeah, lots of times.
There you
years
go.
and years ago, I did, and I really couldn't tell much of a difference. My parents were taking me to Disney World, and I snuck in the bathroom. This is when they had smoking on airplanes, you know.
Yeah.
And
I remember.
Sparked one up, yeah.
Hey, John.
What's that?
I used to have one after another.
Didn't they have that when you smoked on Amtrak years ago?
Years ago, you could smoke anywhere.
If you're ever in an older plane, look down at some of the armchair rests. You'll see the old ashtrays. They sealed them up. Yeah.
Hey, John.
I used to love that. When I was
Hold on.
flying. I'd be smoking one after the other.
No, that was me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that was Ben.
Ben.
So what's the freaking story with this this second insurrection attempt. They keep changing the damn date.
What do you want? You know, they're trying to give you a date. They just, they pick another one. What do you want?
What happened to Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
What happened to Friday the 13th?
That's how come they probably had the bad boy rally down in wherever the fuck it was, because they was butthurt that he wasn't returned to his throne. So I think they moved it to, we have a message coming in, Lone Wolf. I think it was moved to September now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
September 18th.
I mean, that is the 20th anniversary of the darkest day in America's history. We cannot allow that.
There's going to be some kind of event they want to try to tie it to make it sound like, it's going to be. It's not going to happen. It's just not.
I don't know if you know that they can tie it to the day Donnie gets arrested. There you go.
Yeah, that would cause it.
I look forward to that day.
Anti-vaxxers and Proud Boys.
What was that?
That really worked.
What was that, Ed? Go ahead.
If you all seen the news clip, if you've seen the news clip of the anti-vaxxers and the Proud Boys clashing with each other, I mean, that didn't go well.
Yeah, no.
Well, you know what I heard now? I heard. I'm sorry. I heard.
Go ahead.
Wait. Just
I heard. I heard there's another insurrection date. I think it's either the September 16th or September 18th. I'm not sure which one. So get ready.
September 18th. They're marching on September 18th for all the political prisoners from the January 6th.
The political prisoners.
Yeah. It's something revolving around that.
Political prisoners.
But
are they going to the Capitol again, right?
It's going to be
going to the Capitol?
It's going to be in D.C. and it's supposed to be September 18th.
It's supposed to be at the Capitol again, though, right?
I would assume. Where else would they go? Where else?
Well, they're not going to get away with this time.
No,
I mean,
there
come
won't
on.
be an orange monster having them stand down, telling anybody to stand down. So they won't get nowhere near it. And we cannot let this insurrection. We got to get it back on the front page again.
It is the key issue in this country. Until we deal with that, how in the hell could we make anything go forward in this country? Yes, we need to push the infrastructure. We need to get the voting rights back. We need to deal with the filibuster.
Uncle John, we had 1 day of hearings, right? One day. Why didn't we just? Why didn't we have just?
They went on August recess. This is what pisses me off. They're on August recess.
Yeah, me too.
It just kills my ass. Really?
Fuck the recess. This should have been a 6-day-a-week
back
project.
home and talking to your constituents, having a grand old freaking time while we're sitting out here waiting on you to do your business. And that's what pisses a lot of. I seen a show the other day, and it was talking about I think who was it? Maybe Bill Maher was talking about this. The cushy job of a congressman. You got a whole staff that is doing nothing but walking around trying to kiss your ass and do everything you want done. You ain't got to really do shit. Nothing. You are treated like a prima donna everywhere you go. You get the first class treatment everywhere you go.
That would be the cucumber lady, John. That would be the cucumber lady.
Not to mention the grand prize, which in my opinion is stock. We don't have a single congressman who's not a millionaire.
Hey, John.
Tell you something.
If I may interrupt,
Go ahead.
There's breaking news now on MSNBC.
What?
The Taliban is now inside the presidential palace.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No,
So they're taking over.
There's video now wandering around. Yes.
Yep.
This is all
They
gone.
even announced who the president was going to be.
Yeah.
We knew this was coming. This isn't news. It's not news.
No, we knew this was coming.
We can't
the only
stay there
surprise
forever.
here was at the speed that it happened. Because
not disparaging whoever just broke in. I mean, it is news, but in my head, it's not news.
Yeah.
In my head, the insurrection, January 6th, is what we should be hammering on.
Speaking about breaking news, I have to get this news story out because Diana Mallory came back with another $5 and said, breaking news, Lone Wolf, I still have that jar of secret squirrel. Colorado has vending machines. Colorado, are you shitting me? Colorado has vending machines? LOL, how is your baloney hanging, Lone Wolf?
I get no respect around here at all.
And there goes the show. Talking about hanging bloated. What?
As I say, when when Sun Tzu wrote The Art of War, he could have based it off the Taliban, Al Qaeda, the Mujahideen. They've been doing this for 6,000 years, kicking nations' asses.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Russia got their ass kicked out. You're not going to be able to do anything with that. The only way Afghanistan changes is if they change it, and it's not going to happen.
From the inside, exactly, yes.
Because of because of fucking religion. That's why. That's why Afghanistan will not change. That's why they're going to treat their women like shit, and girls will not go to school and learn anything. It's because of what their religion tells them. Their specific religion, not Muslim. And because if it was all Muslim, we wouldn't have Muslims in this country. But we have them in this country, and a lot of Muslims, in other words, that are democratically minded. And open and free.
John?
But when you get this kind of shit, huh?
Well, they treat women like shit. What the hell? What type of religion is that?
It's sad, really.
I don't know, but if I was a woman in that country, I'd be sharpening my knife and cutting off some peckers. I don't. I'm sorry.
Right.
It just Donna Sturtevant. I see you can go by. Pat Hunter, thank you. Michael Johnson. I don't see Donna Sturtevant's name that often. I know where she lives.
But John, here's the thing.
Huh?
What you think the Taliban will be ready if ISIS makes a sudden move?
If ISIS makes a move on the Taliban?
Yeah.
Interesting thought. Because they're not.
It's a good question.
Wouldn't they work together, though? I mean,
ISIL is different than the Taliban.
Yeah.
They hate each other.
Yeah, but maybe I was thinking maybe they might temporarily join forces if they had to. I don't know.
There are going to be other interests trying to put a stake in Afghanistan somehow.
To do what?
There's a big question. To do what?
Enemy of my enemy thing.
ISIS is worse than Taliban, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. The enemy of my enemy concept.
Yeah.
But to do what? That's to what end? To do what?
They want a caliphate.
To attack us,
caliphate in Afghanistan.
ISIS is more worried about Africa right now. That's probably where they're going. They're going to go to Afghanistan.
I would never.
Go ahead, Velda.
I'm just kind of wondering what Saudi Arabia wants to do with Afghanistan.
That's a good question.
Because you got to remember, Bin Laden was from
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. And the money came from Saudi Arabia that crashed into our lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if I'm not.
And we still.
So what is Saudi Arabia planning?
That's a very good question, Velda.
The majority of the hijackers were Saudis from Saudi Arabia.
We have never dealt with 9/11. With Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11, we have not dealt with that as a country. We turned a blind eye to it. About oil and money.
Well, the thing is, how the hell did they get Afghanistan involved when Bin Laden was from Saudi Arabia? I mean, they trained in Afghanistan, so maybe that's why they attacked Afghanistan. But
Bin Laden attacked this country only for one reason. Because Americans were the infidels were in the Holy Land.
Yeah.
We were in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
We're on this sacred ground.
Hold on, Lone Wolf.
And the last plane that left on 9/11 was his family. George Bush.
Yes. Yeah. The day the Bin Ladens were allowed to leave the country. Because they were nervous. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Belda.
Bin Laden, during the time that Reagan was in office, said him and his merry band of robbers to fight Russia.
The Mujahideen. Yes, indeed.
And
we gave them weapons.
And as soon as we took and we changed presidents and Reagan was no longer in control, they took and left them and threw them to the dogs, just like Trump did to our friends that were helping fight.
The Kurds. The Kurds in northern Syria.
Correct. She knows her history.
Yes,
absolutely.
Or in northern Iraq, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're not.
Yep.
We don't have
she's our
a
history
grand
buff.
history as we all assume we do. The more you dig into the stories of our past, and especially when it comes to war and foreign affairs, we're not always the greatest guys that we say we are. Great intentions sometimes, maybe, but other times anything but. You know, it's that's how come I asked myself how long before the next war. Because there's going to be one.
John, my dad had the best idea for wars to be fought.
What?
You don't send the young people from your properties, from your countries. You take the leaders out into a desert stand someplace and give them each a gun, a knife, and K-rations, and turn them loose, and the winner takes fucking all.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust the guys.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's scary.
Put it on pay-per-view.
What I really think down deep in my heart, you want to see less war? Make it mandatory service in the military. Everybody goes. Everybody goes. Congressman goes. Senators go. Everybody goes. Nobody has an out. No bone spurs. There's plenty of jobs. You got bone spurs. There's a job in the military you could do without having to work.
Clerical job.
That's right. Things have to be done. National service, everybody serves. That way, we would have no more wars because everybody
like the
would
Israelis.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Steve, thank you. That's what the Israelis. Everybody loves Israel. Oh, look, Israel does it good. Everybody serves. And it doesn't matter who you are. And there's no out. But we have, and I've said it again, we honor our veterans because right now even, only 1% of our population serves. And it pains me and other veterans I know sometimes when they see that bumper sticker, we support the troops. Not really. You can find them on the street with cardboard signs asking you for $1. No, we do not support the troops. We do, metaphorically, we do in the news, hey, yeah, look at this, just boom by our team. But the individual soldier comes home and faces this fucking country as a civilian like every fucking buddy else. No matter how many... go ahead.
It pisses me off the way that all of our Vietnam veterans got treated when you all come back home and you got spit on and called baby killers.
It was a difficult time for a lot of people because nobody came home as a group. You came home individually. You got your ticket out. You went home and you got off the airplane and you went back to where you used to try to be, but you can't go back there anymore.
They didn't fully understand PTSD.
No.
There's that. I mean.
No. I say it so many times, usually on Memorial Day, that every veteran you see has people standing next to him that you can't see, and he has names in his head that you will never hear. That's the way it always will be for almost every veteran that has ever served.
John, I have to agree with you.
Huh?
When I got out, nobody gave a damn about
nobody
the
gave
fact
a shit.
that I served.
And you weren't too hip to wear your uniform to town. You weren't too apt to wear that uniform. You wanted your civvies on. You wanted to blend in. You didn't want anybody to know. That's the way it was.
Marky, my dad was a World War II vet. And when he seen our service members coming home from Vietnam and being treated like they were, he was so fucking pissed.
It was heartbreaking for a lot of them. My brother included.
He was just so fucking pissed because it wasn't right.
Nope. It took me a long time to come home.
Yeah, indeed, brother, and welcome home.
And I'm not so sure that I've made it. I ain't so sure I made it all the way yet.
That's the most common thing veterans say to each other is welcome home. Because they didn't hear it when they came home.
The Korean War vets were unappreciated as well.
You didn't come home as a unit. You just came home.
My father, my biological father, was in Korea, along with Wayne. The thing that gets me about Vietnam, I can still remember on the evening news, the names that rolled by.
Oh, Lord. You know, when the wall first came out, it was heartbreaking to see that wall. to anybody that knew somebody. It's just.
Yeah.
And who was it?
John,
Was it Kerry that said, "How do you ask the last man to die in Vietnam?"
It was him.
And then here we are again. How do you ask the last guy to die in Afghanistan? How do you ask the last guy to die in any war? You know.
Hey, John,
never send one to a war.
I saw that Vietnam memorial in Washington, and I'll tell you, it was very sobering.
It is.
To see people weeping in front of names and putting their hands on the wall was so moving.
For so many, it's hard to face that wall.
Yeah.
Because along with that name comes a date. You know what I'm saying? A memory.
Yep.
You know, it's.
And we still have so many MIAs.
Yes, we
still
do.
got too many MIAs out there.
Yeah, those that'll never come home.
Well, comprehend the COVID-19 wall. Comprehend that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of this idiot before us just bundled the whole thing. Wrap your head around that.
You can't. You can't. Again, like I said, one death is heartbreaking. That many is a statistic. We look at it like Jesus. Look how many died, and that still hasn't John, come.
He said all this bullshit with a straight, serious face. Oh, we don't have to worry about the virus. Oh, we're rounding the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And he did not.
By summer, it'll go away.
It's just going to disappear magically. Yeah.
Yeah. We heard all that.
Guys, you got to remember.
We're back.
Guys,
bullshit.
He has blood
you
on
got to
his
remember.
Go ahead,
You got
Bella.
to remember.
Go ahead, Bella.
You got to remember back.
Hey guys, she's trying to talk.
He was already set to send masks, all the stuff out. He was ready to do it.
Yep.
Until somebody, that little fucking Nazi little bastard, whispered in his ear and said the African American and the Latinos and stuff were being hit the hardest.
Hey,
and
John.
so he backed it off.
Yes, they were going to use the mail service to mail a mask to every American home, and they shot it down.
Yeah. Now it's killing the children.
Yeah, and that's what's heartbreaking. The judge up in Dallas County, who is on the news telling people in Dallas County, if you bring your child in with COVID or an accident that requires an ICU bed, you're going to have to wait till some other child dies before your child is allowed in. And there's a list of people already waiting to get in there. This is beyond a disaster. This is beyond. This is a man-made disaster at this point. This is purely laid at the feet of people like Donald Trump and other Republicans who refuse to even say if they're vaccinated.
Well, we live in the 21st century, John. You never know it with that stuff being said.
I think we ought to go to a vaccine passport. You ain't got a passport, you can't go shopping. You can't go out to the restaurant.
Right.
You can't get on the bus. You can't do shit.
They might call that the market.
They'll call that. I don't give a fuck what they call it. You're taking away my freedom. No, we're taking away your ignorance, is what we're doing.
We don't need a passport. We got a vaccine card.
Yep.
Yeah, we've all had them.
And not only that, I was happy just the other day. Marcia and I got ours. I'm expecting the kids will get theirs in the mail any day. I got my letter from the state of Texas, MU Track, I think is the name of it. And it's a system here in Texas that if you were vaccinated, you are in this system. You can opt out. You can go in there and say, I don't want them knowing my name, if you're that ignorant. But there is a database of people in Texas that have been vaccinated. And so, yeah, they can check your ass against the database and make sure that card's good.
If you base the death rate...
Go ahead.
Base the death rate off of what Steve was saying earlier today about the 7,000 that died in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
By September 1st, we will have eclipsed the total deaths in the Civil War. In 5 years of fighting,
we're going to go over 1 million.
We're going to hit over 700,000 by probably December.
I think we're going to hit over 1 million by the time this is done. Even if you pick the curve and start down, this is beyond.
And what is so upsetting, it did not have to happen this way.
No. Because there's simple measures that we could take. You knew, wear your mask, wash your hands, use your hand sanitizer, stay safe distance from everybody. Don't gather in large groups.
Hey, John.
Yes.
TW got booted again.
Wrong mouse.
It happens.
In Arkansas, in the population in Arkansas, only 38% have been vaccinated.
Well, you heard them down in Alabama the other day when Marjorie Taylor Greene, the cucumber lady, was down there giving a little pep rally, and when she called out that Alabama was the lowest state for vaccination, those people cheered, clapped their hands. They were happy. Look at us. We're the stupidest ones in the country. It's not a prize. It's not one you should be,
John, you know that I have an aide that comes out and helps me, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. She was not able to come 2 days last week because she was exposed to COVID-19.
So she's got a quarantine.
So she's quarantining.
Yeah.
And she put a little thing underneath it. She's not getting vaccinated.
It's how do you?
And if no. Here, there's more.
How do you get through to somebody like that? You can't.
And if somebody her company mandates that she needs to be vaccinated, she's going to quit.
Bye.
She says she says the only way I'll take that vaccine is if it's a national law.
I think if a business mandates that you have to be vaccinated to work in that business and you say no, bye.
Yep.
Go get you a job someplace else. If you're gonna stand up for the capitalistic system in any other way, you got to stand up for it that way. It's the business that makes the rule. So,
John, I'm getting a new aide.
Oh, you're getting a new aide?
Yep.
Maybe he's one of them bodybuilding guys, you know. Yeah, I heard that laugh.
But no, I'm getting one that's going to be vaccinated.
That's the best one.
That's good.
That's the best one. The one that's already been vaccinated. Let me thank Keith Beal and his wife, Kathy, who recently just got married again.
Congratulations.
Who sent in $4. Keith and Kathy, thank you very much. And congratulations on your renewing your nuptials. That was man, that's romantic shit. You know, renewing your nuptials in front of people. That's romantic. Jay, I'm just saying, you know. Jay's down there on the beach.
Bad, John.
Huh?
He's making you look bad.
I
John.
know it. Jay Clayton's. He's making a shit. You can't keep this guy strumming a guitar in the moonlight, singing her songs, got roses all the time. Candy takes her out to dinner. Are you shitting me? I got my honey. Yeah, I love you. Okay, that's about it. That's what I got to. Yes, Jay Clayton is making it rough for all of us out there spreading that shit around. Like we're all supposed to be moonlight serenading and all that.
Isn't love all you need? Isn't love all you need?
That's what the song says. That's what the song says. Love is all you need, and as long as you keep that every day of your life, I say it all the time. Even if this ain't, it's an old cliche. Keep the sun in your heart. Put a smile in your heart. It's the best thing you can do for yourself every day. Is to remind yourself, damn, things suck. But, and it's always that but you want to throw in there, but. I mean, whatever that means to you. But,
yeah,
this, that, or the other.
Yeah, and you know what's sad, John? I'm speaking about the children that are getting killed from COVID now.
Yeah.
I seen somebody posted yesterday in main discussion that down in Mississippi, 8th grade girl that just started school last week, went to school. 2 days later, she was exposed to COVID, and 24 hours later, she died.
That's just sad. Right here in my district, we went back to school, and there's already over 100 that have been diagnosed with COVID. Go ahead, Evelda.
It's the virulent, that's getting them.
Yeah, the Delta variant.
The thing is, right, and the thing is, it's 2.5 times the viral load with this new virulent.
Yeah.
And so you can,
and if we're not
you
careful,
can be.
Go ahead.
You can be exposed on Wednesday and be contagious on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And be dead by the next Wednesday.
See, we had a liaison. We had a liaison, Uncle John, in that region of the world that would have stopped this shit before it even got out of hand, like we did the Ebola virus.
Yeah, we
and
didn't
guess
do
who
that.
dismantled it?
Yeah.
Guess who dismantled it?
Guess who threw the damn book out the door
Orange
when he
fucking
came
monster.
in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
He was
it
left
did
with
not
a pandemic plan book. He chunked it.
It did not have to be this way.
No.
That is what's so
All of that's what I
infuriating.
mean. This is a man-made disaster, and it continues to be right now. It's like when it used to be. We flooded a lot. And it wasn't because it rained a lot. No, it was the mismanagement of my dam. They didn't know when to release the water. Couldn't realize that there's a flood coming down the river on the other side. The lake's going to fill up. Oh, shit, let's open all the floodgates and flood everybody downriver. It's management. It's how we handle them. Huh?
You know how there's a joke I heard. You know how you get Trump to change a light bulb?
How?
Tell him Obama put it in.
Obama put it in. He'll get it out. He'll
I was going to say, no,
but not before he gets
$1 million wrapped up
he
in
does a fundraiser for it first to remove the light bulb. He'd have to do that and then remove the light bulb. He's going to make money any way he can.
Yeah, he'd have to do a rally first.
Yeah, that's what he does. Let me thank Keith Beal. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Keith. I did you. I'm sorry. But thank you anyway, Keith. Wrong mouse. No, right mouse. Didn't click it. There. Diana Mallory, again, the bequeather of the gong and secret squirrels, lone wolf, said that is the second in-home health care worker that is anti-vax. Tell your health care providers don't send them unless they are vaccinated, which is very good, Diana Mallory. If you are somebody that has home health care coming to your house, you could insist that they come vaccinated.
You want a vaccinated person.
I am.
Yeah, tell them you don't want nobody unless they're vaccinated. You don't want nobody around your ass unless they're vaccinated.
That's right.
Because if they're not vaccinated at this point, you don't want that kind of ignorance hanging around your ass. Just
That's right.
Get the hell away from them. They're nasty ass people and they ain't got a brain.
They're walking biohazards, and they can turn you into a walking biohazard.
I don't give a shit what your excuse is. Go ahead, SC.
That fight in California with the Proud Boys yesterday.
Right.
Now was that? Now did I hear someone say that was against a group of anti-vaxxers?
That's what I heard. Somebody in the room just said that a little while ago. It was a
So,
Proud
I
Boys
mean,
against anti-vaxxers.
I seen the video.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's why because I seen the video and I didn't, because I mean that's just the shit I don't want to see. And I look at it and I go, it's craziness. But now that because I thought they got into it with the people that were out there protesting people not getting vaccinated. So I mean, if they're out there fighting with anti-vaccinators, I'm like, well, shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy shit.
Proud Boys may be stupid, but they're not dumb, right?
There is so much.
I can't find the story anymore, but it was a mass protest, and then the one side was against masks, and the other was against fascists.
What is this? They can't make up their mind.
Well, yeah, like I said, I seen the video, and I thought I seen something about the Proud Boys were there, and there was people discriminating. I thought they were like discriminating against people not getting vaccinated. So, yeah, if it was the Proud Boys and then the anti-vaxxers going at it, then fuck, shit.
Maria Betancourt, Fred has a big storm out coming. It's the name of a
found the story.
I'm sorry.
The Choose Freedom March Against Medical Tyranny was the gathering on the right.
Medical tyranny.
Christ.
And the other side, the left side, us, was no safe space for fascists.
Boy, howdy shit.
Yeah, it was, like I said.
I'd be on the no safe space for fascist side myself.
Yeah.
Uncle John, it's been a rousing conversation, but I gotta bounce if I don't spend some time with my wife. I'll get that snake eye.
Steve, I'm the same way, brother. We're gonna have to tie it up tonight, right now, anyway, because we've run a little over.
Thank you for letting me vent, and thank you for allowing me to participate in all this. I've had a great time, and I appreciate each and every one of you all.
Steve, we always appreciate it when you come by. Anytime you do, so don't make yourself a stranger. Come anytime you want. Thank you for coming by here, and thank you for the donation. We appreciate that tremendously. but we always appreciate it when you come by here. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Well,
All right.
I hope everybody enjoy the rest of your evening.
We will indeed. And Ed Beatty, thank you, sir, for coming in. We appreciate it tremendously. Ed's with us. He's probably just walked away from his mic a minute ago. But Jeremy, thank you. But we got a list tonight in here. We got everybody in here. Jeremy, thank you for coming by.
You had 12 people with no problem tonight, John.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Everybody just try to give way for everybody to get their voice in there, and everything works fine. Jeremy, we appreciate you coming in tonight, brother.
Thanks, you too.
And let me see. It's hard to see. Oh, T.W. Travis. T.W. How's Mark, by the way? I didn't ask.
He's doing very good today.
Good. Good. He's doing good?
Yeah. He just went out for his walk and, his dinosaur rally,
Well,
I call it his T-Rex stand.
There you go. There you go. Well, T.W., we appreciate you coming by, brother.
Yep.
And Ben?
And we hope, show up, over with us,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to stop by. I got to stop by everybody's room. Everybody's got a room now. I got to stop by and see somebody.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. All right, T.W., thank you for coming in. And Ben?
No problem, bud.
Always enjoy it, brother, when you come in. Thank you for coming in, visiting with us. Ben,
Welcome.
There you go. And let me see who. SC? SC. Thank you very much, brother. Take care of yourself up in Tallahassee. You're going to get a little bit of that storm.
Yeah, I was fixing to say I'm just sitting here waiting for the rain.
Yeah.
I got in a little late, but I had to get some food in my belly. I was about to starve to death.
I'm starting to get a little concerned about Grace.
We'll see what happens there.
Right now, the projected model has aiming right at me, so let's hope that changes. But, you know how it is, life on the Gulf Coast, baby. You're always looking for that one that's aiming at you.
If you need a place to evacuate to, just come on up here to East
I'll come up
Texas.
to your house.
Take care
There
of
you go, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, well, John.
Go ahead, S.C.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the way the weather's been going so crazy all over the place, all over the world, and something that's happened so far this year with the storms we've had, they've gotten to the Gulf and they hit there's a band of dry air that's just out there, and that's what's killing off these storms.
Yeah.
So they're not getting a chance. So hopefully that's going to be the pattern that keeps on until hurricane season's done. And
I'd be
people
happy.
been having great. Yeah, I mean, I know there's crazy everywhere, but if that kind of helps us out, then
because they're not projecting that they don't have it on a track to become a hurricane. It keeps on saying it's going to be a storm. Okay, tropical storm. I can handle a tropical storm. Not a problem. Not a problem. Won't even hardly get ready for it. It's just
John, I forgot the most important question of all. How's Jenny?
Jenny's doing fine. Jenny is doing fine. She's wandering around over there eating grass, just fat, sassy, having a grand time.
Good.
Yeah, she's doing good. Thank you for asking. And let me see, who did I miss? Johnny Fly.
Yes.
Our man up in Pennsylvania. We appreciate you coming by and visiting.
I appreciate you having me, sir.
Yeah, there you go. We like having representation from Pennsylvania anytime. And Velda Lee, the mother hen of our group. Thank you, baby, for coming by and visiting. We appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
There you go. And David Robinson.
Quick night.
Badass. Take care of yourself. My best to Sally. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
And
okay, you too, John.
You bet. Come. I'll give you a holler. Yeah, come anytime. Come if you can. Come if you can. We appreciate your voice, brother. And Lone Wolf.
Saved the best for last, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you, brother, for coming in here. I so appreciate it. And just for everybody out there.
It's been a while, but I'll be back.
Good. I'm glad. For everybody out there, keep Lone Wolf in your thoughts. He's nursing a bummed up leg and shit. He's down there trying to kill himself. We need to keep him just keep yourself healthy.
They had me listed as a flight risk at the hospital.
Flight risk. Flight risk.
Yeah,
put him on an airplane. You're going to have to drive his ass.
No, they caught me trying to escape twice, and that lady asked me, she said, well, what are you going to do with that IV pole? Oh, hell, I didn't think that far.
Yeah. Last time I was in, they had me in the heart unit up there and hooked up a bunch of shit. My doctor got real pissed at me because I left the floor and it evidently sent the monitor off or something. They found me down in the smoking area, and my doctor's down there. What are you doing? I just had to get the fuck out of there. I'm not good at hospitals at all, brother. At all.
I keep telling Lone he's got to quit trying that.
I don't even have white sheets in my house. Don't have them. Will not sleep on them. Don't want them. I hate it when I go to a motel and there's them white sheets. Fuck you. I've laid on them things too long. Anyway, Lone Wolf, yes, brother. We appreciate your voice in here. And okay. I just want you to know we love you. We love you, brother.
I'll be back.
All right, good. And before we go, I want to thank Catman56, my buddy Keith, Oorah, in Semper Fi up in Minneapolis, said when we voted for the black man, Mr. Obama, twice, and America prospered, a group of people with outside help restarted the Civil War, the GOP right-wing nut jobs, the Trumpeteers. Yes, and that's who we're battling today. Keith, thank you very much, not only for the donation, but the words of wisdom, baby, because I believe that exactly. It was when Obama was elected that we've seen the worst of our nation rise up, call themselves the Tea Party, and make every excuse in the world for their racist behavior. And that's where it came from, and Donnie just came along and tapped into it. Anyway, that's why we all meet all the time, so we can bash those people over the head and fight for what we want. And so thank you all for being here. I got to
go let a black dog out.
All right, tell Grady we said howdy. Take care of him there, Mark. And thanks again for coming. And for all our Blue Dot family members on YouTube, on Facebook, on Periscope, thank you for coming and giving part of your time. Oh, shit. And don't forget Aaron Traub. Shit, Aaron. He's going to say, did you hit the button? No. But I babbed him because he didn't upgrade the graphics. Because he's got new graphics and he forgot to do it. Anyway, Aaron Trombley is running for town council in Moru, New York. That's her Facebook page. That is her Act Blue official account. Please, if you can, throw Aaron a few bucks because it's not cheap running a campaign and getting elected anywhere. Aaron, I'm sorry I'm late on that, baby. Please, if y'all can, donate to Aaron Trombley and help her take that seat in New York. And we're just proud to have her as a Blue Dot. Anyway, I love you all for being here. I'll be back here Tuesday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. No telling what the week's going to come and bring us, but we'll be here to discuss it. So anyway, y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody.
And if I hit the right button, then this all goes away. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for being a part of this family. We'll see y'all. Oh, shit.
What'd you do?
I forgot to thank people. Are you shitting me? I forgot to hit the button. There's buttons I'm supposed to hit, and buttons I'm not allowed to touch. Sometimes they get confusing. I'm old man. What can you want? Can't remember everything. Can't figure out why I can't.
We understand, John. We understand.
Short-term memory loss, and sooner or later, they're going to figure out
CRS.
what causes that. I hope they get some scientific information into it. Anyway, those are our Patreon members. We thank them for being a part of this family. Their monthly donation helps tremendously in paying the bills and keeping us on the air. And to everybody that donates a la carte on here, we appreciate you so much. It is indeed what keeps us going and pays the bills. How come I'm only in half the damn picture over there? Am I on camera or half and half? What does that happen?
I don't know.
Oh, there. No. Got to hit that. Oh, and it started over. Lord have mercy. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for participating in this. Y'all say goodnight to everybody. Again.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody, and we'll see y'all later.
Have a good